this, I think we are having some technical difficulty, but we're going to carry on. Most of you will be wondering why the United Kingdom you should choose for your destination as a business investor or successfully obtaining a business immigration visa to the United Kingdom.
首先呢，我们看一下为什么要移民英国。
As you must know, the United Kingdom has been one of the speedy immigration system. For once you file an application, your decision is received rapidly within 1 to 3 months' time in the most cases. Second advantage of is that the United Kingdom hosts one of the world leading universities, along with one of the best educational systems, and as well as the good private and public schools are located in the UK. The second one is your dependent children will have also opportunity to go to private or public schools if you choose to, and they will be also able to get some of the leading scholarship offered to one of the most genius students if someone is from your family members. The fourth advantage of why UK is United Kingdom has been one of the strongest economic prosperity, political stability, as well as one of the best regulations which are mostly friendly-oriented regulation created. And my favorite one is since the Brexit, United Kingdom can be available to any one of you. And the fifth one is the residents of United Kingdom currently enjoy the high living standards along with one of the best free medical system, which is currently known as National Health System, NHS, which will be available with no cost to yourself or your family members. And the last, which is most exciting for many people who love travel, the person carry the British passport will enjoy traveling visa-freely to almost 168 countries around the globe.
那么英国移民呢有很多的优势。首先呢，英国的商业移民签证申请非常的简单和快捷。商业移民申请在英国90%都会在1到3个月之内就可以收到获批的结果。另外，英国的教育制度当然是响应世界，有优良的私立和公立学校，有世界顶尖的高等学府。那么呢，移民英国之后呢，对子女呢16岁以下可以获得免费的教育机会。英国的5到16岁的孩子都是免费的。另外呢，英国经济繁荣，政治稳定，法规健全，货币稳定。同时呢，英国是一个高福利的国家，全民呢是免费医疗。当然，很重要的是，英国的护照是世界通行方便，有全球168个国家免签，这是主要是最主要移民英国的优势。
Next slide, please.
There you go.
The first category of visa available, or is known as a Tier 1 investor visa.
下面呢，我们给大家介绍一下英国的投资移民签证。
Next slide. Under the Tier 1 investor visa, which has 3 categories, which all 3 category visa come with their own benefits. The first one we'll be talking is a person with funds available of in excess of £2 million.
投资移民呢有3种投资的方式。首先呢，最低的投资额是200万英镑，另外一种呢是500万投资，第三种呢是1000万投资。每一种投资呢，申请永居的时间不同。
Upon obtaining this visa, you will be granted 5-year. After 5-year period, you will be granted permanent residency in the United Kingdom, which is commonly known in the UK as indefinite leave to remain.
200万投资呢是5年之后申请永居， 在英国来讲呢，就是叫 PR 绿卡吧，对吧？
And the second category, which requires funds in excess of more than £5 million, and this is benefit of this visa is that your family members or any dependent of yours will be granted the second quickest permanent residency in the United Kingdom after 3 years of period living in the UK.
那么投资500万英镑呢，是全家3年之后可以申请。
And the last one is for the people who have the deep pockets and they wish to invest in excess of £10 million, and their route to permanent residency is shortened by 2 years once you apply that visa.
投资1000万英镑是全家2年之后可以申请。
And to obtain this visa, all applicants must be over the age of 18.
Yeah.
And they have no criminal convictions and have minimum, as we talked about the first category, they have minimum funds available in excess of £2 million.
那么申请投资移民的条件呢，是要年满18周岁，没有犯罪记录。同时呢，就是要最低要在英国投资200万英镑。
And once you apply that visa category, the main applicant is required to live minimum of 6 months in the UK in every 12 months.
那么英国投资的签证呢，也是有居住的要求的。英国所有的移民项目都要有居住的要求。投资移民呢，是每年在英国居住要半年的时间6个月。
Next slide, please. This we will talk about that once visa is granted and what is the structure the visa is governed. Once you applied under the category, any one of those categories, either 2 million investor, 5 million investor, or 10 million investor, if you apply outside the United Kingdom, you will be granted 3 years, 4 months visa as an initial your visa.
这几种投资移民，不管你是投资的是200万英镑、500万还是1000万，它的签证的发放形式都是3年。如果在英国境内是3年，境外呢，比如在国内申请是3年10个月。
And this is only applies to person with 2 million investment. They will be required to obtain a first extension in the United Kingdom, which will also grant further 2-year leave to remain in the United Kingdom.
那么对于200万投资移民呢，在3年签证到期之前呢，是需要续签的，也就是说再续签2年、5年。
Next slide, please. We will talk about the 5 million investment once you have successfully resided in the UK for a period of 3 years or either 3 years, 4 months, have you obtained visa from outside the UK.
500万英镑投资呢，在3年签证到期之前是直接可以申请，不需要再续签。
And after you have resided, you will be able to apply for permanent residency in the UK. And we will later talk about what are the requirements for your permanent residency, which is commonly known as indefinite leave to remain.
那么对1000万英镑的投资呢，是2年之后去申请。下面呢？
When the person who has invested £2 million once they arrive in the United Kingdom, this actually applies to all of the categories: 2 million, 5 million, or 10 million. They must invest all of their funds, which is earmarked for that visa purpose, that needs to be invested within 3 months of their arrival.
对于200万英镑投资的要续签，那么续签的条件呢是，首先在申请人到来英国之后3个月之内是要办
And the second category for the extension, the person with the £2 million invested would also need to invest. At the end of 3 months, that money should still remain invested in fully authorized institutions, such as you can invest in any UK-based company, shares, markets, share markets, but you are not allowed to invest in UK government bonds or in a private state, such as real estate, building houses and buying houses.
那么对于投资的品种来说，投资移民呢是可以投资英国的股票、债券以及运营的英国的公司。投资移民呢是不允许投资这个房地产的。在去年2019年3月29号之前呢是可以投资的英国的债券政府的债券，但是呢去年3月份的这个取消了。
The person on this category of visa will not have recourse to public fund. That means you will not be able to obtain any of the state benefits.
投资移民呢是不能领取公共福利，没有英文的要求，取签的没有英语的要求。
And on the extension time, you would be not required to have any English requirement test. Next slide, please. And here we talk about that once you have either lived on 5-year residency, you completed 5-year residency on £2 million investment visa, or 5 million investment visa for 3 years, or 2 years once you have invested £10 million. So you will all be eligible for permanent residency, which is called as I said previously, indefinite leave to remain.
那么对于永居的申请要求呢，不管是投资额是多少，就是一定要全部投资200万镑，另外呢500万镑呢要全部投资，1000万英镑呢也是全部投资。首先呢就是要满足这个投资额的要求。
And the first requirement once you apply for PR is that at the time of your permanent residency, you must invest, those all funds must remain invested in qualified institution, which we talked about previously.
首先对，就刚才已经讲了，就是要满足投资的要求，然后投资到英国移民局认可的投资品种。
And second requirement, which they look at very strictly or narrowly, which is that you must meet, the main applicant must meet the residency requirement in the United Kingdom, which means is that you are only allowed to stay outside the United Kingdom for only a period of 180 days in every 12 months.
另外，申请永居的时候呢，需要满足居住的要求。前面呢我们有提，就是英国的商业移民都是有居住的要求，每年是要居住半年。当然也有特殊的情况。
And third requirement is here you will be required to have life in the UK test, which is just a general knowledge about the United Kingdom, and also you need to show that you can understand basic English, which is known as B1 certificate.
申请永居的时候呢，需要通过英文的考试以及英国生活场所考试，英文就是腊语的英才。
And the fourth requirement is that you must be a person of faith.
申请永居的时候呢，叫活跃户、当期户。
And the next type of business visa we be talking about is the sole representative of an overseas organization or a business.
那么下面呢，我们谈一下英国的首席代表签证。
Sole representative visa is the and meaning of that is inside title, a person is allowed to come into the United Kingdom to set up an branch or an organization of an overseas company which has a headquarters outside the United Kingdom.
那么首席代表签证呢，是指英国境外的总公司派遣一名高级管理人员前往英国设立分公司或者办事处。那么基此呢，英国移民局将发给这个申请人的签证，就成为了英国的首席代表签证。
For applying to this visa, the employee who intends to come to UK to set up a branch must have worked for a parent company for at least 6 months' time.
这个申请人的要求就是要至少工作半年以上。
Can you still hear us?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Perfect. I'm sorry we're wasting time, so we're gonna crack on with it.
Yeah.
We will talk about the advantage of this visa is that a person who applies to the United Kingdom and it has a really simplest requirements. The first being the person applicant is required only a minimum knowledge of English, which is just 3 points IELTS.
Yeah. 首席代表签证的优势呢是没有英文的要求的很低，雅思3分。
And the person, main applicant, is not required to show any funds or source of funds.
那么前期呢没有资金证明的要求，是等于说是零成本投资吧。
And the third, my favorite advantage is that the person, main applicant, bring his spouse or any his dependent to United Kingdom once he successfully obtains that visa.
可以呢携带配偶和8岁以下的子女，一人申请全家移民。
As we talk why UK, the benefit of coming to Europe is decision even under this visa category within 1 to 3 months time.
那么签证呢审批速度比较快，是1到3分钟结果。
Next one, please.
Yeah.
Under this category visa, the only strict requirement is the person who is the main applicant is not allowed to have the more than 50% share of the company. This is called as a person with a significant control, or even his wife.
对于申请人的要求呢，主申请人及配偶和社会允许是公司的股东。
As we said already, they must be employed with the company prior to making application for a period of 6 months.
那么，对于工作的时间要求是受雇于总公司呢是至少6个月以上的时间。
Only thing the applicant is required to show is the funds in his bank account for a period of 90 days, which is known as maintenance funds.
那么要显示呢，申请人有足够的生活资金的要求，比如每个人要有3310英镑在银行里面存款大概90天以上。
And here the applicant is required to have only basic A1 English language skills.
要有基本的英语语言交流水平，也就是 A1 的水平。
A requirement for the parent company or the company must be international. They have a headquarters outside the United Kingdom, and the sole purpose of the main applicant is he is coming to invest or open, establish a branch for that parent company in the United Kingdom.
对于英国境外总公司的要求呢，是要有总公司呢要有扩展国际市场的计划，打算呢在英国设立一个分公司或者是办事处。
And the parent company have an international marketing business plan or strategy, what they want to do and why they want to expand.
主要的也就是说要经过商业计划，打算在英国如何开拓市场，在英国
and parent company has never sent another sole representative to do the similar thing in the United Kingdom.
另外一个要求呢，就是，总公司呢在英国没有派遣过其他的首席代表。
And the parent company must show they have a turnover of minimum 5 million RMB.
另外呢，对于总公司的营业额的要求呢，我们是建议至少500万人民币以上。
And the last requirement for the parent company is that business needs to be solvent, running, and with a good financial statement of their previous year.
公司呢提交申请人呢，我们要显示公司的运营状况良好。
Next slide. We will talk about the extension briefly, then we go on to the permanent residency. Extension is that, as we said, all visas granted from outside the United Kingdom. It's for a period of 3 years, 4 months, and after you come to a first extension, you will be required to show that the parent company is still established and you are still employer of the same company.
对于续签的要求呢，首先呢要显示就是在英国已经成立了分公司或者代表处，同时呢母公司呢还在继续运营，没有申请人呢没有更换雇主，还为同一家境外的母公司工作。
And your last 3 years and 4 months, you have not claimed any of the public benefits.
没有领取过公务福利。
And upon providing all this, you'll be granted 2 year and a further 2 year visa.
满足这些续签的要求呢，就会续签另外2年签证。
After that, you will be eligible to permanent residency, which is known as indefinite leave to remain.
居住达到5年呢，可以申请英国的永居。
At the time of applying for permanent residency, you will be required to show that your business still continues to trade.
申请永居的要求呢，就是要显示总公司呢还在持续运营。
Second requirement is the residence requirement, where you have not spent more than 180 days outside the UK during the last 12 months.
满足居住要求，每年呢是居住要有半年的时间，离境不超过180天。
And the person who is applicant and every member is a person of good character.
没有不良记录。
And you are required to pass the life in the UK test.
通过英文考试。
And you also need to show English language test of B1.
通过英文以及生活常识的考试。
And upon grant of permanent residency, and you have to live 1 year during that period. Once you have a permanent residency, you have remained in the UK for 1 year. This time is called as free from immigration control. You will be eligible for British nationality by way of naturalization.
那么获得永居之后的12个月呢，是可以申请加入英国国籍。
Person who qualified for a British nationality must have not spent more than 450 days outside the UK during his last 5 years.
那么申请入籍的时候呢，对居住的要求就是5年，离开英国不超过450天，申请前的12个月，出境呢不超过90天，3个月的时间。
And during the free from immigration control period time, the person has not spent more than 90 days outside the UK, which is a 6th year of his residency or her residency.
也就是在入籍之前呢，在英国总共居住是需要达到6年的时间。
And here you are again required to show that you are a person of good character.
Yeah. 所以有不良的记录。
And here you will be required to show two referee. One needs to be a professional, and one person needs to be a British national.
入籍的时候呢，需要有2个推荐人签字，一位呢必须是专业人士，一名呢是英国的公民。
Thank you very much, and we look forward to welcoming all the potentials to United Kingdom.
谢谢大家，欢迎大家来到英国。是这样，我们呢主要上面是介绍了2个商业移民项目，我们可以看到商业移民的这2个项目呢有很大的优势，也有它的弊端。对于投资移民呢是门槛是比较高啊，然后首席代表签证呢是对总公司的要求比较高。那么我们现在呢就是英国呢针对脱欧之后，随着脱欧下个月12月31号完成脱欧的进程，那么呢移民政策方面，英国移民局呢也出台了新的政策，最近呢是参考澳大利亚式的计分制新的技术移民政策呢，最近刚刚颁布，从下个月的12月1号开始执行新政策。那么呢，这个新的政策呢是主要是采取打分的制度，也就是说，根据申请人的年龄、学历、英语程度以及雇主有没有雇主等几个方面满足这个分数的要求呢，都是就可以申请。我们呢是就是说，在英国这边的公司有担保的资质，可以为呢这个不同的客户来量身定制这种技术移民，也就是工作签证。有感兴趣的呢，可以跟我们的合作方联系，然后呢我们讨论具体的细节。好，最后呢非常感谢大家的参与，感谢 UMSRC 的邀请。我们下次再见。谢谢大家。
Thank you.
Thank you.